Hey friends, and welcome back to Slow and Curious Living. I was visiting my family in Italy last month and we decided to make an old family recipe for sourdough taralli. Taralli are an Italian small crunchy bagel type thing. They can be sweet or savoury. Today we were making sweet taralli and I thought I'd share the recipe and the process with you all. You'll find the recipe in the description box below. What made these goodies special was that the wheat we used for them was grown by my dad. Here you can see us getting the wheat berries ready for the mill to turn them into wonderful fresh flour. Another wonderful thing about this project is that we were using a 100-year-old sourdough starter for it. The starter, which you can see in the white bowl here, was passed down by my great-grandparents to my grandma on my dad's side, and it's been the one and only starter ever used by my family. That's really cool. Here we're melting lard with sugar and water. The sourdough starter then goes into the bread machine with the lard mixture. My dad foraged these wonderful Aniseeds last year. They'll go into our taralli to give it that really subtle and unique flavour. Once the dough has been kneaded by the machine and a bit more by hand, it's time to shape our taralli one by one. It's really a labour of love. We made a big batch of these today. My dad will give some of these away to other family members and then freeze the rest for breakfast or to have as snacks over the next few months. In order to know if the dough had proofed enough, my dad rolled some of it into a small bowl and left it in a glass of water. When the ball flows to the top, then you know your dough is ready for baking. We kneaded and shaped the taralli in the evening and then left them to proof until the following morning. It's go time, our dough ball is floating. Here my dad is getting the fire going. And like bagels, taralli also need a water bath to give them a beautiful shine. On this particular day, we decided to experiment and skip this step with a couple of them to see how different they'd look compared to their bodies. And it turned out that they came out really pale and not as appetizing as the ones that we had given a water bath to. So here's my dad showing the oven has reached the right temperature. My dad uses this DIY wet oven mop to cool down the surface of the oven before the taralli go in to bake. Halfway through, you can see my dad is using a different DIY wooden peel to separate the taralli, which will have started sticking to each other while baking. Obviously, you do not need a wood oven to make these. They also turn out great in a normal electric oven. The taralli get a quick scrub once they come out of the oven to get rid of any ashes on the bottom, and then they are ready to be enjoyed. These are great on their own or with your morning coffee. You can have them with jam or any spread you like. It definitely took a while to make these, but it was so worth it in the end. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!